Hey everybody, it's Deborah Porter with Mom's Mentoring Circle. It is 12:30 today because y'all, I did not sleep well last night. Did not sleep well. I slept 3.5 hours, maybe. Usually 6 to 7 is good for me, but yeah. So I'm a little bit later than normal, but still here, and we're gonna get into it a little bit today. We're talking about, let me say this. I'm Deborah Porter with Mom's Mentoring Circle, where we support at-home moms with systems and strategies to not only organize their homes and their own lives, that of their children, but the goal is really to put some systems in place so that you can then go after your own goals, dreams, and desires. Hi, like my friend Sylvia, who is training to run a marathon. You go, Sylvia. So proud of you. You are a real blessing and example to a lot of us. So I'm super excited for you. So today we're going to be talking about reclaiming your time. Because if you are not careful, people will pick at your time, and you will begin to give away pieces of your time. And before you know it, the things that you have planned to do or want to do or think about doing, the time is not even there to be able to accomplish it. So this is going to be quick today because I need a nap, y'all. And I don't really even nap during the day, but I need a nap. So reclaiming your time, 4 easy steps using time to get us there, right? So I want to just go ahead and start with the first one, because here's the thing. Summer is coming. The demands of summer is coming. As a stay-at-home mom, working outside the home mom, summer has its own set of situations that go with it. Where are kids going to be? When are they going to get there? How are they going to get there? What is the cost? Right? All of that has its own kind of power to it. Summer is very different from the rest of the year. So let's get you to reclaim your time, to get your time back. Sylvia says, well, a 5 mile. Oh, 5 miles, Sylvia, still. That's a lot of miles to be running. So kudos to you, girl. So in reclaiming our time, the goal here with this particular talk today is so that, and it's not just for the summer, but it's to give you the tools and kind of the benchmarks and the things you want to be looking out for when you realize that things are getting a little bit out of hand and you feel like you're not quite sure of what's going on, who needs to be where. Because in those moments, we tend to get lost because we're so focused on everyone else. Okay, so reclaiming your time. 4 steps, starting with the T in time. The T is going to stand for taking a step back. I'm going to need you guys to take a step back, both figuratively and literally. And here's what I mean. Figuratively, I need you to take a step back so that you can really begin to assess the things that need to be done. Because there's a lot that needs to be done, but I've said this before, who says you're the one that has to do it all? Right? So take a step back, because sometimes in the midst of it and kind of with our head down getting it done, we don't even realize how we've got like an audience of people watching us do these amazing things and calling us super moms and all of that good stuff. Take a step back, assess the things that need to be done so that you can then begin to parcel them out and give them back to the people, our little people, our children, because it's really their lives anyway. So you want to take a step back figuratively in that regard, but literally you want to take a step back from your kids' lives, whatever is age appropriate, however old they are, wherever they are. Begin to start taking steps back bit by bit, giving them the opportunity to begin thinking through certain things, making decisions on certain things, carrying through on certain things, because here's the deal, they are leaving. Right, for me, that was one of my goals in starting my family and for my husband and I in raising our kids. The goal was to raise them to be confident and prepared to then step into their future and step out into the world and leave our home. And so the easier or the quicker that you begin to give them the pieces of their life back, the leaving is not so traumatic, right? If you're still doing laundry for a 17 or 18-year-old, yeah, no, don't do that. If they're 10, they can start doing their laundry. They can, trust me. So T was for take a step back. And even in doing that, there's going to be a releasing of some things. Like, forget the whole perfect thing, right? Forget the whole, well, If I take a step back and leave them to have to fold and put the, towels and stuff away, my linen closet's going to be a mess. It's not that big a deal, because when you go in the linen closet to get a towel, it doesn't matter how it was folded at that moment. So begin to give and parcel out some of these things for others to begin to be able to participate and assist you and support you in the things that need to be done. That's T. I is inform those around you when there are things you are no longer going to be doing. That's a good one. And basically what I'm just saying here is take something off your plate. Remove something from your plate. Let folks know, I know last year I was really involved with the, school spring festival. I won't be able to do that this year. I just wanted to let you know early so that you can, plan on your volunteer teams. Just that easy. Just that easy. There's someone else that will step in. It will get done. But I want you to begin to inform the people around you of something or some things that maybe you have been doing that you're not going to be doing any longer. With the laundry example, let your kids know, I know I've been doing your laundry. I'm confident you can do your own laundry, so I'm not going to be doing your laundry anymore. Right? So inform people. T was for take a step back, both figuratively and literally. I is inform those around you of the things that you will not be doing anymore. M is make the time and stop saying you'll do X, Y, and Z when you find the time, because what we know is that time is not sitting around waiting to be found. It just doesn't work like that, kind of like money. It's not just sitting there waiting for you to pick it up or find it somewhere. You have to make the time for the things that are important, and you are important. And so I really would love it if you all would, in the next month or so, get back on here and let me know, you know what, I made the time and I took a 2-day trip just myself. You know what, I made the time and I took the whole day and pampered me. I made the time to, actually read the book that's been sitting on my shelf that I've still been in chapter 2 for 3 months now. In my world, if it's not written down, if it's not on my calendar, it's probably not going to happen. And if it does happen, it'll be kind of like half done. So you have to make the time. You've got to set that time aside. I know we got the whole coronavirus thing going, and maybe you don't want to travel right now. It doesn't have to be right now. It can be in May, it can be in June. What I want you to get into the habit of doing is putting it on the calendar in ink, not pencil. These days, not available. We're going to have to work around that for doctor's appointments, for carpooling, whatever it might be. So T was take a step back, figuratively and literally. I is inform those around you of the things that you will no longer be doing. M is make the time and stop saying you will do something when you find the time, because we know that time is not sitting around waiting to be found. And E, the last one, is enlist outside services to support you when and where you need it. Listen, we've been talking about the whole laundry thing. Maybe your family is so busy, your children with extracurriculars, maybe you need a laundry service to come and pick up. Look, y'all, they will pick up your clothes for free, bring them back to you in 24 hours. Pick up and, delivery is free, and you pay by the pound. Some places are maybe $1 a pound. Some are cheaper than that. There's an app for it. Right? You can find an app or a local laundry service in your town. Maybe you don't need it every week, but maybe once a month, having a laundry service would take one thing off your plate that will not break the bank. Listen, these apps are offering all kind of promo codes if you're a first-time user. If you need maybe once a month or more than that, or not as frequent as that, a cleaning service to come in to do a whole house clean. Maybe every spring you do that. Maybe every season you do that. We've got to begin to think about these things as not being a waste of money or not being too much money. It can be fit into any budget. You can plan for it and fit it into any budget. These services, there are so many of them now that the prices are really, really reasonable. Hire an organizer to come and get your pantry together, and then you just kind of keep up with it. Or get your own closet together. Get an organizer. Even if someone maybe that's just recently starting out and is really just looking for opportunities to serve, to bring value to someone so that they can get some pictures and, get some testimonials. There are ways to get this stuff done without you feeling like you have to do it all. It's going to require you to say no to some things. Y'all already know how I feel about the word no. It's a complete sentence. You're going to have to take some things off your plate. You're going to have to start delegating. You're going to have to start parceling out some of those things. Hey, Melanie, how are you? And so in reclaiming your time, really quick recap, the T is for take a step back, both figuratively to assess the situation and literally take a step back from your kids' lives and start giving those pieces of it back to them. I is for informing those around you of the things that you maybe have been doing, but that you will no longer be doing. It may be volunteer opportunities. It may be things you've been doing for your children. It's time to start giving those things over to them. They really can do it. M is for make the time. You will not find the time. So if you're saying, you know what, I'm going to really start looking into self-care and I'm really going to start doing that as soon as I can find the time. Well, it will never happen. It won't happen. So make the time, put it on the calendar, have it written down, have the time for you set aside. I would do it when, my kids were younger. Every other week, I had just time that was blocked off. I knew not to plan anything. They eventually knew not to plan anything for me or needing me to do or to be at a particular location because that was for me. So make the time. Stop saying you'll find the time. And then the last one is E, enlist outside services. Insourcing and outsourcing can help move things along smoother, make things happen in a way that you don't feel overwhelmed, allows you to not have to strive for the perfection of a perfectly organized pantry. Hire somebody to do that for you. It's what they do. They love it. They love it. Not my thing. My daughter always gets on me when she comes home and looks at my pantry. It's not perfect. I know where things are. I know where everything is that I need. But if that's you and you really need that look of color coding and labels and, all the same containers, listen, the apps that are offered now for the services that you can get and the promo codes that go along with them make this very doable. So reclaim your time, moms. Let's do this before summer hits because summer has its own kind of stuff that goes with it. Let's reclaim our time now so that we can kind of go into summer and, into the next season and the season after that, knowing where we are, knowing that what we need and what we want matters and that it's on the calendar and it's in place and I've got a system that I can now begin to look over and look back at, tweak it as I need to, but it will allow me what I need. Hey, Tam, I'm just finishing up. You're going to have to watch the replay. If any of this sounds like you need it, but you're not quite sure how to do it or how to implement it or how to create the system around it for yourself personally, let me know. Let me know and we can chat about that and we can figure out how to make that work for you. And I'm here. I'm here if you ever need to talk about anything at all things moms. I'm in it. Love it. It's what I do. Have a great day. Talk to you guys later. Bye.